Hi, good morning. It's Ride the Wind. 19th, I think, it's Sunday. I did a really long video yesterday because it was the Sabbath and I wanted to get some things out. But when I went back and looked at it, it was negative, and I don't want to spend my time attacking channels that ride on peer porn. If I state something to you, I see it, and I don't show you the pictures, but I'm getting a surface next month, so you're going to start seeing them. I want to start out with the Dave Dobbs object, okay? If anybody out there knows anything about physics, and I'm going to try and be unnegative as possible, okay? Thursday and Friday last week, we had two asteroids 1,500 miles wide come within a fraction of the distance to the moon. The moon is pretty close. These things came real close. So here goes the Dave Dobbs. It's a Dave Dobbs object. Well, I don't know who cornered that phrase, but guess what? This thing's been floating around every 3,600 years for God knows how many years. Okay? For somebody to have the self to name it the Dave Dobbs object, to me, is just totally screwy. Why don't we back it up to the guys who actually, gave it the right names? Okay? If we got a comet going through the sky, this is simple physics. Okay? Quantum physics, if you really want to get into it, special theory of relativity. If we've got an object going through the sky that's actually showing itself, plus leaving a smoke trail, that's not the dragon. No, sorry, absolutely 100% wrong. Go back to your physics books because you don't know what you're talking about. If that thing came that close to us, okay, we'd be gone. The earth would be split in half, okay? Now, this thing's out there. Now, we might catch part of its debris trail, but we're not catching that either, and I'm about to prove everyone wrong if I can get videos out to you, but that's a big problem with YouTube right now, so's my comments. So who's talking truth here? Who's getting blocked, and who everything they do is getting posted? Do we realize that we are propagating a story that man implemented into YouTube? And all of you are walking right in their steps. All of you are following, propagating the fear, the horror of what's eventually going to happen. Okay, but you want to make it happen faster. You want to call the two asteroids that flew by here Thursday and Friday, which if you watch the science feed, it was real clear. They gave the warnings. If you want to call them the Dave Dobbs object, call them asteroids. At least get Dave Dobbs' name off them. Okay? Because if that thing was far enough out, maybe the debris field would leave a smoke trail. But we damn sure ain't going to see the planet. And we ain't going to see it that size because we wouldn't be here right now. The world would have stopped turning. The oceans would have not stopped turning. And we'd be looking at 3-mile-high tsunamis. That's what's coming. Okay, so you want to talk about fear? Know what you're talking about. No citations. I can't even look at YouTube anymore. I just happened to pick this one up. I see the Dave Dobbs object. And I'm like, you're high, man. I mean, do you understand that two objects cannot share the same space? Do you understand basic physics? That goes out to the guy who's pointing out clouds that we've got big planets above us. Do you really think that's going to happen? Do you really think those are planets up above us? You need to think again, okay? Because they're still out there, and they're quite a ways away. But they're coming, and they are causing effects right now, okay? So take that Dave Dobbs object, and just don't even call it the Dave Dobbs object. Call it ISON. Call it the dragon. Okay, he has no corner mark on that, and he also has no citations. And I'm looking at videos last year where he's pumping the same thing 2 years ago. But now he's got a new timeline. Let's just march behind Dave Dobbs and the deception that this whole, not community, platform perpetrates and feeds you information that will scare you, that will hurt you, that will get you killed. Why aren't these videos ended with something positive? Like we're all going to be okay. We're going to make it through this if we begin loving each other. Okay? How about that kind of stuff? How about every video on there is horrifying to look at, even to me, a guy who's lived outside for 2 years, 2 winters, okay? It's even horrifying to me. How horrifying do you think it is to the person who's never seen this before? And I talked about this before. We have to be careful with people's psyches here. People are off balance anyway because of human resonance and everything that else is going on in the world. So you guys need to take a real clear look at what you're doing to people. Oh, I don't propagate fear, but let me post up this planet and give it a wrong name. But I don't propagate fear. I don't do that. I don't believe in that. I think you know who I'm talking about. And there's a bunch of you out there. I would say over 95% of the community, you fearmonger. That's what you do. You do it with no citations. You do it with no backup. You do it with no verification of your pictures. You do it with nothing except speculation and, excuse the terminology, bullshit. I just want to get this out of the way. I just do. And I feel so sorry for you people that are having to listen to this and having to have an already overstressful life increased by these channels who do not give a crap about how you feel other than how many views they get or how many more subs they get or how many PayPals they get or whatever the case may be. I'm working for nothing. 10 hours a day, I'm working for nothing. Churches support me. Now, isn't that ironic? But let me tell you something. The churches that help me know my exact beliefs, and still some of them have switched over. I'm talking priests, nuns, okay? They help me. Now, isn't that a weird dichotomy? Okay? So you guys who get your PayPal accounts filled, good for you. I just got done paying for a $700 brake job. Now my air conditioning's out. But I'm not going to hit people for money, at least not now. Okay? But if I've got to keep up the work to continue battling these channels that are hoodwinking you, then I might need some help. I'm going to throw it out there. I'm going to get a Surface Pro or something like that next week and start being able, if YouTube's going to let me, post my videos. I do want to also say thank you guys. I think I grabbed about 10 subscribers last week. I haven't done a video in 2 weeks, but people are finally getting to my old videos. They're sending me questions. They're sending me that they have to post comments 3 times for me even to go through. I was questioned by a guy yesterday about more of the dragon lineage, which we all need to be focused on. This is the root of evil. We cannot fight anything unless we know who we're fighting. Okay? Are we clear on that? So you need to go back through my videos. Cabal, Illuminati, they all match up to dragon lineage. I'm not even going to take the time to cite it. Okay? It's just there. Dragon lineage, Illuminati. Dragon lineage, Kabbalah. See where it all goes for you. It all goes one place, one very dark place, which has got you guys convinced to continue to perpetrate crap, unverified crap. We got no physicists. We got no astrophysicists. We got no particle physicists. We got nobody. You guys supply nothing. I put them up there. In fact, I got a comment on somebody who appreciates the citations that I do. Why do I got to be the only one to do it? Why do I got to be the one to block when I'm verifying my citations, when I'm putting up parenthetical evidence, and my comments are blocked, but you can get out there and talk anything you want, and nobody blocks anything, and you don't have any problems. So I'm really starting to wonder about if these channels knowingly know that they're propagating bullshit. And that's not all the channels. There's about 5 of you out there that aren't doing that. that are talking about higher consciousness, that are talking about relearning. And bless you guys, and you know who I'm talking about. And I'm not going to go through, so I don't name some and piss people off. But Dave Dobbs Object, better start checking the news feed on what's flying by every day. Better start checking it, okay? Because you're wrong. You're 100% wrong. And if there was a planet right up above our head, God damn it, we split in half again. It doesn't work. It doesn't add up. And this shows a simple, definitive level of ignorance and lack of research. And that's what we all should be doing. And we should be leaving these people with a positive day. Now, I'm not going to go into Detroit, that there's an orb sitting over Detroit morphing, that I've said for 2 months, but nobody goes to Toll Plaza and see this thing sitting there. I'm not going to talk about Rasta Denap, the egg. I am going to in a minute. I'm not going to talk about the egg and the planet, the egg of creation. I'm not going to talk about that ISON has all kinds of sacred geometry, fusion signatures floating in the sky, eyes, etc., Saturn cubes, which are also part of the tetrahedron. And very quickly, the Tesseract, the Avengers, Loki, that's the tetrahedron, which descends into the face of God, which descends into the face of fusion. Sacred geometry, kids, you need to know it. I think one channel, I'll just say your name, Earthly Patriot, is get out there and relearn everything you think you know, because you're following a narrative that was planted in our brains and has been perpetuated over 3 or 4 years by channels who don't really care how you feel. They care about when they need something fixed. Hey, can you all send me some money? Am I doing that? Am I doing that? And I guarantee you I spend 5 times as much time as anyone verifying my information. Okay? So we got 3 coming in Arizona, Emory Field. I pointed that out years ago. Just go to Emory Field. Okay? It would be the Southwest. There's 3 burning in. Okay? Then we got the one in Switzerland. Okay? Then we got 3 burning in Anchorage, Alaska. Okay? And to me, it's multicolors, and to me, it looks like a debris field. Now, here's the definitive. And I really don't know how to say this because I'm really horrified about it. And I'm not trying to horrify you, but it's just a revelation that I'd never thought I'd seen. I saw the Dave Dobbs Object on WSO the other day, and I said, hey, I got the same thing over Rosanov, and I really hadn't looked to it. And this makes me sick. There's a thing over Rosanov, Russia, I passed by the other day, okay? It's got 3 white dots in it. That's ISON, okay? Look it up, NASA, but make sure you get the one that's been filtered, because NASA put a big scrub over it so you can't designate it's one asteroid with 2 on the outside. People define the ones on the outside as UFOs. No, they're asteroids, and they're connected by a debris field, and they're followed by a debris field. Okay, so guess what I caught in Rosanov, Russia the other day? Just 12 o'clock at night, I did this, right? Okay, you know this Google sky image of the dragon? Yeah. That's what's floating in the sky, or floated through the sky day before yesterday, Friday night in Rosanov. Anybody want to debate me on this? Anybody want to show me a picture? Anybody want me to send you a picture? If you can get through anything that I have to get through, any mediums, if you want to request it, you better request it a bunch. But I'll be happy to send it to you. It's the red wings. And then the very front of it, I was zooming in on it last night because I didn't want to do this without really knowing what I'm seeing. I'm very familiar with ISON. I've been tracing it for over 4 years now. 4 years I've been watching this, and I knew right when I saw it that it was going to play into this whole game. Okay? Who was the guy who named the asteroids before all the channels put them up? Who's the guy who's been naming asteroids for the last however months I've been doing these videos? Who talked about Apophis the day before NASA, UN, FEMA ran a test using that exact asteroid, which my research showed is 400 years out there? And then boom, the internet lights up. They're all lying. They're all lying. Who said that first? I'm pretty sure it was me. In fact, I can prove it was me days before any of these other videos came out. So let's get back to Rosneft, Russia. Okay? It's the Google Sky image. You know, the thing we have of the dragon, which to me, I always looked at it and said, you know, that thing kind of looks fake. I don't think so anymore. I don't think so anymore. Okay? I zoomed in last night, and this is what really scared me. I saw the white dot, and I saw the horns on it, you know. And it's way out there. Okay? And it's not leaving no smoke trails. It's not leaving any smoke trails in the sky. Okay? It's still far out there, but it's gotten bigger and it's closer. Okay, so I zoom into the front of it where the white dot is. The white dot separates into three. That's ISON. And that's ISON dragging a debris field. Now my quandary is, and I'm understanding more, that Inky is the guy who made test tube babies out of us. Okay, so I'm really trying to define who the Messiah is, who a Sioux is, and who's not. Because I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 8 asteroids coming in right now. We've got 3 volcanoes in China: Kikushima, Bogota, Hiroshima. All have 1.5 mile long ships sitting on top of them that are clouded in the clouds. They cloak themselves. They can turn themselves blue, or they're phasing in and out of another dimension. But they're definitely sucking plasma up what a volcano is: a thermal nuclear reactor. Plasma. Okay? But get that right. Charlotte. There's a black probe floating in the air. Over top the Eiffel Tower, yeah, it's still there. It hasn't gotten anywhere. Has anybody looked at that yet? Anybody? Okay. Has anybody gone to Rosneft at night and seen the big, huge red planet and the egg, which I can't get it during the day? They've shut that cam down, so it moves at night. You can't catch it in the dark. If you know how to work your cams. And if you're in this business, you should. And I'm not being negative. It has to stop. North Carolina, where I have one where it's almost pitch black for 3 days, and there's a probe, a yellow probe sitting in the sky beneath this thing. I'm guessing a probe. I'm sorry to even guess, but that's all I can think of, okay? Well, guess what? That cam's gone. But you can go to Raleigh, North Carolina to the airport, and it's fully lit. So explain that to me. Anybody, okay? Somebody clear me up on which of these 8 asteroids are him. Is it ISON, but we've been tricked that Inky, who exited Jupiter's womb, is a Messiah? Because Inky's described as a serpent. And I was just about to, before I did this, I was going to Google Bestia Neptunus Inky. And you know what? Before I even do it, I don't need to do it. I know what's going to pop up. Because it happens every time I do it. And I don't have any special connection. I don't talk to God. I just try and learn. Like another channel said, Earthly Patriot, we got to relearn everything. And we got to let these guys crap go. We got to stop looking in that direction for the 100th time I've said that and look over here. Okay? What do we do now? These are here. Okay? They're here. Now what? Anybody got any plans on that one? Anybody talking about that? What we're going to do? I know what us 144s are going to do. We're going to make it through it. And we're going to start the new tribe. Okay? Who's with me? Who's with me? Who's going to do their job right and seek out what he taught us to seek? Knowledge. He almost commanded us. I don't do this because I want to anymore. I'm sick of it. But I know it's my purpose. It's everyone's purpose. Okay? I'm going to leave it at that. I don't have much to say. You know, that we're going wrong here. And we're doing it wrong again, guys. And I've asked you for help. I've asked for unification. No, what I get is people to take my videos that I send them to and they post them up without even giving me credit. That's not going to happen anymore. I guarantee you that. Okay? Because nobody is going to define 10 hours of work that I put into one video and not even mention my channel or my name. Maybe I'm a little weird about that, okay? But I want recognition for the hours that I put into this. So that won't happen anymore. That won't. It won't. Not to people I can halfway trust. It won't. It won't. Ever again. Okay? Now, if you want to see in Alaska, between 6 and 7, they're going to start coming in, but you got to catch it. It's going to be a crap toss whether you got a storm going by it or not. 6 to 7, Eucalypt, Alaska, to the right of the sun, which is Sangpeng and Rosnoff. This thing is to the right of the sun. Okay? And it matches the Google Sky image perfectly. It's not here yet. There is no Dave Dobbs object. And why has Dave Dobb, for the last 2-3 years, been adjusting his timeline? Because Dave Dobbs, in my opinion, and come at me, Dave. It's okay. Come on. We can debate. Come at me. And let's discuss this and find out who's right and who's wrong here. Because I am tired of the Dr. Albers. I am tired of the universal medias. I am tired of these doctors and nurses who are going to give us input on what's going on in the sky. I'm done. I know more about it than any of them because I open books. I hang out in libraries. I know how to do research. But anyway, I don't mean to be negative, but guess what? It's viewable now, but it's not what you're thinking it is. And I don't do this to scare anybody. I'm doing this so we start loving each other and we start coming up with some type of plan and we start ending these videos with something positive. Like, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. But we're not going to be okay if we don't start to love each other and stop acting like society. What they've done to us, how they've created this deception. We must look beyond. We must look into our inner selves and find truth and meaning in our purpose. Please don't scare people. If you do, end it with something positive. If anything happens in a flash of a second, we will be beginning a new destiny in a better place than this. Okay? So fear not, he's with us. And we were chosen, you 144s. We were chosen. We got a big job coming up, and we don't need to be beat down by lies. We need truth. I love you all very much. I love the people I've called out, but what are you doing? What are you doing? I can't even look at YouTube anymore. I can't. What are you doing? What do you think that's doing to people who don't have as much knowledge as me and the ability to understand these things? You've got to be making them crazy. This is my plea. Ride the wind. Tread the air above the dim. Find the truth. And I wish safety to my son, Dakota, in Dallas-Fort Worth. I don't know if you saw the storm that hit there yesterday. It's all the way here in Arkansas. Crazy. And it scares me, him being down there. I'm horrified. Anyway, it's going to be okay. Despite what they push in your face, you remember something positive every day. You remember who you are. You remember what you want to accept. You remember the life that you've been through spinning on a hamster wheel. It's done. Let's be truthful. Let's be positive. Let's lift each other higher with love and compassion and unification for the 100th time. That's my video today. I'm out. This is Ride the Wind. I don't know when I'll be back. I'm really frazzled on all of this, but I'll keep you guys abreast of what's going on. And the way to know evil is to study evil, because that's what we're going to be fighting here. That's why I've thrown at you Dragon Merovingian. That's why I've thrown at you the Illuminati cabal. Okay? We got to know who we're fighting against. You have to know your enemy. So I get to learning it because it's all tied to Dragon Order. Okay? So have a really great day. Get outside if you can, if it's not pouring down rain. and love each other. Help anyone you can, even the people you hate. Just reach out to them. Okay. Love you guys. You have a great day. Ride the wind. You can try and make requests through my email, but not much is going through. So, I've got 80 emails in my outbox right now saying unsent, and the attachments have been removed. So I don't know how to fight this anymore. So I just know that you all are hearing me, though, and that's good enough. It sucks not hearing your feedback a lot more, because that's what gets me through the day and keeps me studying and learning. But I feel you, and you feel me. Have a good day.